Let's take a look at how we can route our message to different output topics. As I've mentioned before in our YAML file, and this is a new YAML file for topicrouter.yaml, the output field here is output, not output. So you can only specify one. Here I'm going to output to output topic 3. I'm going to input from input topic 3. Of course, you could have multiple input topics, as we've specified multiple times now. I'm going to specify two user configs. One is the router string. So I want any message that contains message 2 to then route over to a different topic, and that's going to be routed over to output topic 4. Heading over to IntelliJ, looking at the access user config with sdk.java file. This is the typical function methods that we've been using. The process method, and it returns a string, which then goes to the output topic. But instead I'm going to be using, and I'll show you the topic router.java, this particular code here to publish to multiple output topics. This is using the process method, but now returns a record of a string instead of just a string. This gives us the ability to make changes to the record itself, and we build that record inside of our code. We're going to be using the method newOutputRecordBuilder, and that is only available in the API for functions 2.11 and later. So in my POM file, I've gone ahead and changed this to say 2.11.1, right-clicked, Maven, of course, reload project. And then if you have any code that was using newOutputRecordBuilder that was red, it should now show that it's a recognized method. So in this code, I get the string that I want to use for routing as well as the topic. And then I do get the properties off of my current record, because having access to the record allows us to also add custom properties. So first I check if my router string is present, and then I check if my router topic is present. If the string is present but not the topic, that's obviously a problem because the user intended to route something, but we didn't say where to route it to. So in that case, I'm going to throw an exception. And of course, because I'm throwing an exception, when this method doesn't complete correctly with an exception thrown, I'm going to also configure the dead letter queue like we had done earlier. But in the case where both the string and the topic are present, I'm going to add a property called myRouterTopic that has the name of my topic that I'm routing to. This is completely optional, but the key here is that in the context object, I call newOutputRecordBuilder, and you can see all of the different things I'm using to build it, including putting the properties back on. But the key is I can specify the destination topic. So this is going to cause it to route over to output topic 4. Now, in the case where the string and the topic aren't present, I do the same thing where I return the newOutputRecordBuilder, the results of that, but I don't need to specify the destination topic at all. Instead, it'll just go to the default output topic that's already specified in the YAML file. Since this is a new method or a new class for us, let's do a Maven clean install. Here in terminal, I can execute Pulsar Functions create, referencing the topic router.yaml file, and that will create the topic router function for me. Let's go ahead and test our function. So here I have sn_consumer, and I've adjusted it to consume from output topic 3. And then I've created a second consumer, which is identical, except it is going to consume from output topic 4. Go ahead and start those up. And then in my producer, I've been running into issues where if I don't explicitly set the schema, this function can't start up. So I'm going to explicitly set the schema in my producer as a string, which when I do new producer, then I also need to do schema.string. And then when I send the message, I don't need to send the bytes, I just send the message. So I'm going to go ahead and send 10 string messages. Input topic 3 will then be schema string. It will be able to read from it, and then we'll see if the messages get routed. But I would definitely suggest you can check if you're having issues if you don't specify the schema directly. So here I publish my 10 messages, and then I have my consumer here, which received messages 0, 1, does not receive 2, and then 3 through 9. And then my second consumer received message 2. So you can see how by using the 2.11 version of the Functions API, in addition to, let me find the topic router, this new output record builder and then specifying the destination topic, we're able to route messages to multiple topics. And if you don't specify the destination topic in the new output record builder, it just passes it over to the topic that's specified as output in the YAML file.